Fool's gold involves a very painful discovery. That what looks good and shiny on the outside is falling apart on the inside. It is incredibly painful, but in a way, those who are attracted to and attracted by fool's gold are those with the same quality in themselves. They look good on the outside and are falling apart on the inside. In other words, they try to keep up appearances on the outside and hope to impress and create a good impression for a short while on the outside, but it's all just a shiny, thin layered coating, and there's nothing underneath it to really give it quality. There's no substance inside. That is really sad. So that's to say that those people who lack substance or a true groundedness, connectedness, and unity on the inside will attract fool's gold on the outside. In the same way that I attracted a hot mess apartment that looks good on the outside but busted on the inside. What good is it if it doesn't function properly? What good is it if it only looks good for appearances? To have a husband or groom on your arm at a nice flashy wedding, but have a shit show of a marriage on the inside? What good is that ultimately? It only exists to serve your ego, not your happiness. And that too, the ego's happy moments are short-lived, and when that outside facade fades, one has to put on an even greater facade and create another facade to cover it all up. It's an endless cycle and an endless shit show. When your focus is always outside, how can the focus be on anything real? Anything real takes conscious awareness. It takes consistent work and effort. It takes a strong foundation, and it's not going to happen otherwise. Those who are fooled by flattery, the shiny surface level fool's gold, are those who have the same characteristic in themselves. They take shortcuts and are intent on getting things fast for little effort. It's not to say that everything of value should involve slave labor, but it should involve a true intention. Impressing others is not a true intention. Getting attention or anything from the ego's point of view is not a true intention. Anything embarked on with the intention of satisfying the ego is a futile effort and will always break down. So, any efforts put forth to satisfy the ego are ultimately wasted efforts. But ultimately, nothing is a waste. It's all a lesson for us to learn, whether the lesson is repeated or comes fresh. The process of going through this mess is always for the greater good. But the true path is what will lead us to victory. Even in the spiritual enlightenment quest, there are many who've reached levels of spiritual powers or siddhis, and they brag about it. They go around promoting themselves as God-men and gather millions of followers. Many of those things at an advanced stage are done to satisfy the ego once again. The ego will always rear its ugly head. That is, the childish, immature head. It could come back at any point, for the ego is always with us till death. So it's a matter of living with this child and always choosing to train it and discipline it so that this spoiled child will not turn into a master and rule over us. Falling for fool's gold is the perfect example of someone who's let their ego make their decisions for them, and in turn, the universe has given them an equally false facade as a reflection of their own internal state in their outer reality.